What's happening, everybody? I really wasn't going to make a video tonight, but I figured I would. A couple of people asked me to, so I got a couple of kits in, and I got a new addition. So, as always, this is for the people who are tuning in at a later date, I guess, to see my balding mug. So I'll wait for a few people to get in here, and then I'll do what it is I set out to do. Been hearing a noise all day. So we got one viewer. Hello, one viewer. Hi. Two viewers. Yeah, I hadn't been on much. I've been playing PUBG, PlayerUnknown Battleground. Great game. Let's see. I love how the meter will go 10, 0, 2, 0, 4, 0, 2, 8, 3, 0 for people watching. And, I'm going to wait for a few of you guys to get in here, and then I will show you what I got's going on. Had a couple of kits come in today. I spoke with Fast Jimmy earlier, and he was asked if I was going to do a video. So I said, what the hell, I'll do a video. Got a couple of cool additions to the stash, and one big addition that I've been trying to get for 3 or 4 years now. Had something similar before, but this is more purposed for what I wanted. So let's start out with kits. Now the first one is a 2015 release. I've been seeing it around. Hey, what's going on? I've been seeing it around, and I've got the 60s version of it, and I couldn't help myself. I got this. Couldn't help it. I got the Batmobile. This is the 60s Batmobile, and this one is my favorites. This kit's not extremely crazy detailed. I will open the bag with the body in it. Oh yeah, gotta smell that styrene. Oh, there you go, look there. There it is.
Okay.
It is the Batmobile. Very cool. Oh wow, lots of, is it? Looks like oh, that's odd. Anyway, I'll quit nerding, but there's the Batmobile. And this gets pretty rarely available. You know, it's a $20 kit. Spencer 1984 just did one. And, you know, some of you other guys. I'm going to eventually do both versions and have them sit side by side. The next version, I did this kit in 2012. I did this kit, and it got destroyed. That's the 1989 version of the Batmobile. This one and the 60s Batmobile is the two best ones in my opinion. And, you know, Keaton was a pretty good Batman. Where did you that Batmobile? Where did I get the Batmobile? Off of Facebook, but I looked in here if you're interested in them, because hold on, I'll show you. It had one of these little cards, and I opened it out of its box. It was sealed. It had one of these in it, and that is from 2015. So this kit's still being stamped out. Hey, how's it going? This kit's still being stamped out, so if you want the Batmobile, you can find this one pretty easily. And that'd be that. But the next kit I'm going to show you, I did in 2012. It got destroyed, and I still have what's left of it. But it was one of the kits I liked. I don't like many Fords. This is a Ford, but it's just one of those kits. It's hard to find. There's not that many Lincoln kits to choose from, but I got this kit again. And that is a rare, awesome kit. Still sealed. The box is a little indented, so I'm sort of nervous. About that, but I do have an extra body. And my skill level in 2012 is completely different than now. So I'm interested to see what the change will be in my building. But yeah, there it is right there. A couple of people have done this kit. Chaz Customs or Crazy Man, he did it years ago. And a couple other people. You just bought the A-Team van. Yeah, I got the A-Team van in pieces, but I've got everything worked out that I need. I'm debating on whether to crack this kit. I'm trying to remember what year it come from. It had to be 1990. 1990. That's usually what these boxes are from. This is my favorite box art style from Revell. They came out with the coolest kits in the Hot Rod series. They need to bring that back. They need to bring back the Hot Rod series. I've already built it. And I will build it again. But all the mistakes I made on the first one will not be made on this one. If and when I decide to build it. But got a Volkswagen convertible coming in. I was looking for a particular Volkswagen. Can't find it. It's another one of these hot rod kits, and you know, whatever. But I was very, very, very fond of Volkswagens when I was growing up, and you know, I've never really built one. And that's kind of what I'm going for in my collection here. As you can see, I didn't have a 57 Chevy, so I built one. I didn't really have a Plymouth, so I built one. I didn't really, you know, but I'm kind of building off the cuff, a little bit different. You know, I didn't build a Bel Air. I built a 210. Do I have the truck from the movie Fall Guy? No, I don't. That truck's really been released again, basically in the Deserter and the other truck that's just released. You know, except for the decal pack and maybe the wheels are a little different. But that's a 124 truck, and I don't really like the 124 cars. I try to stick 125th because the 124s just look too big next to the 125s, you know. And I guess I'm irking out, geeking, but it really doesn't matter. Need more trucks. I've got one monster truck built right now. That's all I got is one truck. Now, if you guys are fans of my channel, the very first videos I did, you know, I think they were from Florida. Was my first videos, was in Florida, Niceville. But I had trucks then, and they all got destroyed. But my building skills have raised since then, and I probably wouldn't be displaying them anyway. Joe, do you watch all videos? It's hard to watch all videos. There's a lot of videos out there. Well, I don't understand what you mean, sir. You must clarify. It's a 1/20th. What's a 1/20th? It's a 1/24th, 1/25th if it's that truck. something else. Never mind. Disregard my last statement. I watched some of them, the people that sub to me, but you know, I've got like 1,500 subs, so I'll watch them when they pop up. I do. When I get a chance to be on there. The Cyclone. Yeah, it's a 1/20th, yeah. I know which one you're talking about. You just mad, huh? You just refuse to give it up today, huh? You just refuse to give it up today? Okay. What's going on, Godfather? Just debating on whether to crack this vintage kit. Been sealed since 1990, so that's 20 years or better. It's going to be molded in that metallic-y gray. It's probably going to have cracks in the body. Most of this era does. Age cracks or whatever it does, but they cover right up. Very cool, very cool. Mark 7. I will not be using those decals. I wonder if this was a real car. Does anybody know if this was an actual real car? Because I know they did do that. Sometimes they have backstories. I don't believe this one does. But enough about that. Well, it's sort of a rebodied. Sort of a rebodied. I know the car you're talking about. It's different in a few ways, but not many. It's the same basic principle. They use a lot of the same molds. I believe the engine's exactly the same. And that. Yeah, I know the car you're talking about. I got to get the Motorsports one again, and I got to get that pink one. I've never had the pink one, but we do me. That question is for Todd. What y'all think, guys? Should I crack this open or leave it sealed? It's been sealed for 20 years. You're looking for the 57 Pro Street. Pro Sportsman is what they got out there. They got a few releases of it. Crack it, B&G Customs. I don't know, it loses its value. Y'all all on B&G Customs side, should I crack it? Alright, I'm cracking it. Tires. It's got tires. It's all in one bag. Typical. Oh wow, the chrome looks almost great. Oh, that's very cool. Here's the glass that comes with it. The windshield is fucked. Absolutely fucked. But I have another windshield in there that might be able to do what I need done. Tail lights, very cool. The chrome did something cool, I think. Yeah, it didn't really chrome as much on the back two deep wheels, which kind of gave it its own cool little look. So I like that. Wow, a lot of cool parts in this kit. I'm glad I got it again. I can really do a better job this time. Do a better job. Now the tiny decals that come with it, of course. I've still got a set of these lying around. But I know y'all want to see the body. I can feel that old plastic. I ain't scared. I cracked a $300 Johan kit in here one day, or at my old house. Did it on camera. Alright, that looks sort of straight. Is it bent? I don't know if it's bent or not. I don't think it is. No, I don't think that's right. I think that's... I don't remember it being bent upward like that. But it might be. But that's pretty cool. Here's the body. What you're really paying for. And it does have the stress cracks in it. See it? They all this era of kits in the roof too. You can see it. See it in the roof there? That big cowlick in the roof. That's all the way through to the back side. See? It's like a stress crack that happens to these kits. This era of kits, I guess it's a metallic plastic, I don't know, whatever it is they use. I mean, it's solid, it's there, it's not broken, but the crack is definitely there. So if you wanted to use, I mean, you can't even feel it, but if you wanted to use the bare body, ain't happening with these vintage kits. Let's see. Floor pan and seats. I mean, this is a really nice kit. It's a little pricey. You see them going anywhere from 50 to 75 to 100 bucks. I got lucky. I got this kit for $25. $25. That's why I got it. I mean, you can't beat that. 25 bucks. So I got it. Yeah, they changed the door panels. That is Lincoln door panels. I think that was a dash that went off. The hood looks good. The lower header panel is in good shape. The hood scoop is already molded on the hood, which is a good thing. That saves sanding. The dash looks good. Looks good. It has an insert, so it looks really plain right now, but there's an insert goes on the top there, which is right queer. No, left queer. Right there. Right there. See it? And this goes in like that. And there's your dash. You know. But this kit will not be built right away, of course. I've got a ton of kits, and my girlfriend tells me all the time, you're never going to build all the damn ones you got. Why in the hell are you continuing to get more? And the answer is, it's plastic. Well, I don't really know why I continue to get more and more. It's a habit. I mean, it's you know, it all boils down to, it really is just plastic. But it's the shapes it's molded into, I guess. I don't know, guys. So there you go. B&G Customs. I ain't scared. I ain't scared. I'll crack that bitch. Penis for your thoughts.
Idiot. Idiot.
What you thinking about dinner?
I don't know.
You know,
You gonna show my car?
I'll show the car if you go to Taco Bell.
God.
I was just throwing that out there. I don't know if it's going to work or not. Because I don't know what we're going to eat for dinner. Okay, let's see here. We got a hi, Lisa.
Hi. Who is it?
I don't know. I had to scroll down. Dun. Dun 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 dun.
Why don't you build the rest of that?
Huh?
Why don't you build the rest of that?
I will. I will. I'm just getting bodies done. Look at there. There is Lisa's charger. A Fast and Furious charger. She's got to do a video on it, I think. I don't think she's done a video yet.
Made a slideshow.
Is it up already?
No.
That'd be hers. Came out pretty good.
Can't see the comments.
She first time working with Pegasus wheels. So, you know, still okay for first time working with all that shit. Because I fought it the first couple times. I did it too.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Yeah. Everybody's coming to Atlanta. We'll see that one. See that one in person.
It'll be in Atlanta.
It will. Going to Atlanta.
But yeah, she was asking why I don't put this together. Answer is I'm just not ready yet. I got it painted and I need to put it back in its case. And I started getting into it, and the wheels screwed up, so I quit. But I have everything else. I don't know. I might box it back up and sell it.
Joe's mad.
No.
Girls can't build model cars.
That's a pretty good fucked over rebuilt Dodge. I mean Ford. That's a Ford. I'm sorry. Ford is a fucked over rebuilt Dodge. That's a Dodge.
It is.
Okay, so it ain't fucked over yet. It's pre-sexual intercourse.
What if I take it to the beach or something? Thanks. I can't hardly see that. 'Cause I'm blind. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I'm gonna do a slideshow video for it. I want to take it outside and find a good location to do some photos that I can put together for y'all, and I'll post it on my channel. Anyhow, thank you about the vet, Dawn. Appreciate that. It's yeah, I'm looking at it now.
It's almost done.
It won't go together. My channel is Wench at the Bench. Me, Wench at the Bench. WENCH. Parts leftovers. That's a Dodge.
There's some pretty fast parts that were left over, I'll tell you that. Now that typical MPC, it doesn't fit together, so I got to figure out a way to get the pan glued in there, because it relies to get the pan down in there firmly. It wants you to glue the pan to the bottom of the windshield. Ain't gonna happen. It just ain't gonna happen. And so I got to figure out a way to get the pan down in there.
Take damn windshield out of it with
It's gonna have to be pressed together, but you know.
I don't know.
I'll figure it out.
I couldn't figure it out. It's the 78 25th anniversary. Yeah. Me the box.
What's in the box? Maybe it's a Car 98. Anybody know what a Car 98 is? Car 98K? What is that?
Nothing better than an empty box, because it's all put together.
It's that kit there. In typical MPC, they dazzle you with box art.
I thought that was AMT that did that shit.
AMT and MPC. And Polar Lights will do the same thing. So will Lindbergh. You know, Lindbergh is famous for no detail or a whole friggin' bunch.
So far I like, my very favorite stuff is, of course, the Tamiya. And the Revels are going together good.
Revels always do.
So. Yeah. I can't wait to do that 7.5 Camaro. That should be fun, huh? Yeah. It's more fun with AMT. Great box art though.
I love the box art. You open it up, it's got molded in headlights. Like, what the fuck? It's got metal axles. Everything's molded in the bottom. It's a curbside with the hood cut open. 60 Vet was good.
Is it AMT? Race City Metal Works.
What's up? What's up? I do have something else to show you guys. I'm just...
What is it? Oh, that?
No, that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just been putting it on. AMT means...
AMT means, oh man, this is going to suck. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It also means... What the fuck?
Yeah, they should just change this to WTF.
Because I do that a lot. I open kits and go, what the fuck? And it goes it goes both directions. Because you're opening the kit and you think it's going to be good, and it's horrible. And you're, what the fuck? And then you open the kit because you know it's going to be terrible, so you're just going to rob some tires out of it. And then it's freaking awesome, and you go, what the fuck? So it gets you either way. You can't win for losing.
Tell them how much you love the Foos kit, and you just only been looking over my shoulder.
I don't really like the Foos kit.
But you said you did last night.
I like the motor.
Oh, you like the motor.
I like the motor.
Oh.
But I am going to get a Foos kit.
Ah, that's what you kept saying.
I'm going to get one, yeah. I'm just not going to build it right away because everybody is building it.
What about the NPCs?
NPCs suck. Old NPCs are bad.
Car. Okay, Don.
Yeah, I got some old NPC. This is an old NPC, and that's why she's struggling with it.
I think my Ranger is an old NPC too. Well, not really.
AMT.
It's a 90. Is it AMT?
Yeah, I think it's an AMT. But those kits are
Ertl
kinda,
AMT Ertl.
Here, grab your charger. Those kits are kind of like these kits. You know, like this kit is a great kit. This Batmobile kit. I've seen a few people build it, and I know they're doing a TV movie car build already. But so I'm not gonna get in it. But you know, this is a what the fuck? Because it's a great kit. It's a great kit. Wow.
That's pretty awesome.
That is the Batmobile. The engine slides out, and you can work on the engine.
I like the windshield wipers.
Comes with a stand and all that. It's got really cool pedals. I can see a bunch of work going into this engine. Putting
from the 60s.
Stuff in it.
Wow. Who was the first model company?
The first model companies wasn't really model companies. They were toy companies, and they were building toy cars, and they started building toy car promos to when you go to buy a car, they'd have the toy cars there.
AMT?
You know. I remember my dad.
Brian says AMT.
My dad, he don't build model cars or anything, but we were talking about a guy, an older guy, and we went to see him years ago. Or we had run into him years ago, and the guy needed help. And my old man, you know, he was like, I can't help you. I don't care. Just, you know, leave me alone. You deserve what you get. And he left. And I said, why'd you do that for? He said, years ago when I was a kid, he was a car salesman at D Chevrolet. And I seen these kids come out of D Chevrolet, and they had these toy cars in their hands. And I went in there, and he was giving them out to kids. And I went up and asked if I could have one of those cars. And because I was wearing, if I couldn't afford shoes and I was wearing holy pants, he told me, you know, you can't afford to, your parents can't afford to buy a car, kids, you can't have one. And I never forgot that. So fuck him. I said, okay. But he remembers that distinctly in his brain. That man turned him down for that promo. And you know how it is. Back in the day, they had cases of those freaking things. But I do have, speaking of cases. Speaking of cases. I got a case. I got another model case for a model.
Oreo wants to go outside. What's the wind blowing out there?
It might have been early 50s, I don't know.
Guys, it's good to see you.
Have you figured out what we're going to do?
No. No. Just keep talking.
And you'll keep thinking?
I'm not thinking of nothing. I think I'm hungry, but
yeah, well,
first idea sounds good.
Okay, I'll throw you some money. Okay, guys. Here is the reason why I'm doing the video. Now, this was expensive. I don't recommend everybody go out and do this because it is expensive. It was $500 expensive, $400, but it was something I felt I needed to do. I wanted to do. I had gotten to a certain level with cars and building and such. This is what I wanted to do. It's not an everyday 40% off purchase. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys now. And it's this case here. It's this big old case that I got for my models. And it's not full yet, but you can see it starts down here. Here's another level. And another level of cars. And you get up here, we got the rarest. The Johans. You know. And the NASCARs and such. This case was $400, guys. It opens up from the side here. Lighted. Now, I don't recommend everybody rush out and get one of these because I'm telling you, they are expensive. The one that I actually wanted was $1,000, and it was about that much wider. You know, it wasn't that much bigger. This is all real wood. And it has these little slots here where it's actually meant to adjust. But, being a modeler, I can put another one at the very bottom. And I can put taller stuff up here, like this, for instance. I can put a monster truck up here, and some of the shorter cars under some other areas. This is Lisa's vet that is awaiting surgery at the moment. And of course the USA 1. This is my 48 Ford that I need another 48 Ford donor kit. 48 Ford custom. Chop top. If anybody's got one, let me know. This kit needs some major surgery. But like I said, this thing right here, it was originally $500 and some. The lady had already marked it down to right at $400. And I bickered with them and talked with them and bickered with them, and they knocked another $150 off. And that's why I bought it. But, and you know, I've had this really cool case for a while. Everybody seems to like it. Nice little wooden case. And then I got this one. This is basically a football case. $75 case right here that I got for $20. But what I'm going to do is put a light in the bottom of this because it's absolutely perfectly shaped for this, that it will shine lights down onto that. But there it is, guys. Back up a little bit. I don't even know if I can shed a little light on something. There you go. So, like I said, I don't recommend rushing out and buying one of these because they're very expensive. That's a very expensive thing, and it's not even fancy. It's just basic glass case, you know. And I like it. But you don't have to use this. You can make your own. I think that that's some sort of doll case or something, but it works perfectly. You know, I've been using a bookshelf turned up, you know. There's the Johan. This is just a strict mock-up. It's on all fours. It's on all four wheels now. That's a mock-up. The engine isn't in it right now, but you can see it looks a lot like the box. But like I say, guys, tell me what you think about the case there. I'm going to read back through. Damn, y'all did stop commenting. Yeah, I guess it's worth the money. It's an M&H something or another, but I I've pretty much resigned myself because I've tried to walk away from modeling for a few years now, and I'm pretty much resigned myself to the fact that it's kind of in me now, and it's something that I do enjoy, even if I'm not building. Just looking at the kits and looking through the stashes and planning and building stuff in my head, I think it's just going to be with me. So I made the purchase. I wouldn't recommend deciding you want to build models, go out and buy 4 kits and then go get a $700 case to put them in. I don't recommend that. Some people already have cases like this at their home that, their wife's has, Justin Timberlake dolls in or whatever. Toss the dolls out, put the models in there. No, I would not do that. But, it's going to be, cool. I've got some kits that I have to replace that I destroyed, which I already did with that there. But, yeah, guys, check out your local furniture stores and secondhand stores, because you can get stuff like this very cheaply. Now, this thing was made with a light in it already, and I don't know if if the camera will adjust. You can see there's the light there. But secondhand, this thing here I got for $10. $10 I got that for. This is another case, but they're perfect together. It was like they were meant to be. But got that for $10 at a store, furniture store. $10. So you guys, search it up. You can say, so your wife, because your wife said you could display your models in the China hutch. Hey, cool. I'm with you on that. The way I had been stacking them, it looked good, for a 17-year-old. But I've been, working on this for a while now, and it was time to get something to just look more presentable when people come to my house. It will look more presentable, and it really makes your cars look 10 times better, in my opinion. My cars look better. I remember I went to Dr. Cranky's house. I shouldn't be saying this, but I am. I went to Dr. Cranky's house, and I hung out with Doc. And while I was at Doc's house, I was in the laboratory. If y'all seen the episode, I play guitar on his show for a minute. But we go inside and we're hanging out, and he has these beautiful hutches or cases, whatever these things. It's like the one I got there, but it's bigger and it's beautiful, and it's deeper. Like, I think it's 2 or 3 rows deep, I want to say, and it was taller. So he had 3 rows deep and twice as wide as that case, full of all these beautiful builds in that case. And I saw that and I was like, wow. But at the time, I was financially there, but my building skills wasn't there, and I didn't have that many models, and I didn't really feel like it would have been beneficial to me. But I always thought, one day, one day I'll get something nice like that to show my work off when I got enough built and I feel that I'm worthy enough to myself to deserve something like that. So that stuck in my head at Doc's house, how pretty and beautiful all of his cars were, and not a lot of people know that, because Doc don't show the inside of his home, and he don't show where he displays certain. Now he has 2 or 3 areas where he displays models, but I think where his uber super favorite cars were in these couple of cases, and they were in his living area, and they were beautifully done, and it just looked so professional and so proper. And for the first time, I saw model cars in a light where people wasn't picking on me going, I did that when I was 17, I did that when I was 12. I actually saw works of art sitting in a case, and it hit me and struck a note. And Doc, if you're watching, that's why I bought this case, really, because it came full circle, and my artwork was in there. There's even a Doc's work of art in there too. There's Doc's works in there, CT's works in there, Jimmy's works in there. But that's I don't know, I guess I'm rambling. You know, sorry if I'm boring y'all with my little full circle moment. Uh, but I hope everybody gets to have the moment I had. Now, I got to eat top ramen for 2 months, but it'll work out, you know. But there's a bunch of cool stuff. I say go to all your used furniture stores. You know, go to your new furniture stores too because they mark stuff down. The case that I was actually going for, or Taco Bell, the case I was actually going for was $170. It's the case I wanted. It was there a year ago. I came back, long gone, and this case was there. So you can get brand new cases for about $170 that are a little smaller than that, but they do the same thing. They're really cool, and you know, you can get the same idea. If you've got the room, you can buy old jewelry cabinets for like at pawn shops and stores and stuff. You can get that too. But you know, it is what it is. I've got to have some more glass cut to get the shelves, the extra shelves in there, and you know, get to building. Get to building. It's not gonna fit a couple of trucks, like the Pawpaw's camper, or Pawpaw hauler. I thought I was gonna be able to put the Pawpaw hauler in there. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. It's not gonna fit. But the monster trucks will in certain areas. So you know, it's gonna work out. So tell me what you think, guys, and tell me what you feel about what I was speaking of with the story about Doc. You know, a little Q&A. A little Q&A. I'm going to light a cigarette in here because it's windy out there. Don't tell her. But yeah. When, like I said, when I went to Doc's house, that really struck a chord with me, and I knew I was going to do it one day. So I did it. It's not true. What's not true? Yep. It's good. How's the Plymouth? It's a car. It's doing good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, you gotta understand. When I was at Doc's house, I I'd only been building a year, and had just found YouTube. So here I am, and Doc is, if you know Doc, which I know him personally, he's a friend of mine. I like to call him a friend of mine, and I enjoy being around him. When you first meet him, he's a little larger than life, and here I am, standing there with Doc in his personal home, looking at his stuff. You know, and his personal home is quite beautiful. It's a laboratory built underneath an abandoned military facility, and it goes down, you know, about a quarter of a mile. So we had to go down a quarter of a mile, and when we got there, all oak hardwood floors, very beautiful. You know, no windows, but he had pictures put up with lights shining on them, so it looked like windows. It looked like a window scene, you know. It's an old fallout shelter, and you know, he had some very beautiful things there. But yeah, it really, Doc was very larger than life, and here I was standing beside the man, and he was so sweet and so nice, and such a generous person. And I saw that, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do that one day. When I have enough builds, and when the builds are worthy enough. And I feel that they have gained since the first video I've put on YouTube. They've gotten better. for sure, as we all do. The people that don't get better at building don't get better because they don't want. Because it's not because they don't want to. They just don't want it. They just don't want to get better. Because all of the ability is here on YouTube for you to learn. It's all right here. And if I can do it, you can do it. That's for sure. If I can get a shiny paint job or a rusty paint job, if I can get what's in my head out there, you guys can do it too. You know, and be able to buy something like this. Because, you know, I'm just ranting because I'm proud of it. I really am, guys. I'm proud of it. I'm happy that I did it. I've been, you know, going through a hard time in my life and stuff, and this is kind of a bit of a milestone for me, that my life's getting back on track, and I got something nice, put my stuff in, you know, things are getting better. So, glad that y'all can be on that journey with me. So, I'm going to show y'all the case one more time before I ease off of here. And I can call out the cars for you. Let's see. I've got a thing here. Oh, I don't think that is the car that made the magazine. That's mine and Jimmy's car. It's lacking the rear bumper and it's done. That's mine and Jimmy's collaboration. That's my tribute to CT, which needs a little more work, and it's done. This is done. This is the weathered Dodge I decided to do. Mine and CT's collaboration. That car may look very familiar to you guys, and some of you know what it is, and some of you don't. But it's a very important car in the modeling world and the YouTube world. It's basically the first car that a certain individual ever weathered, and I'm very proud to have it. This is the Johan Hirsch. Back up a little bit. Come on, focus. Bofus. You know, and the calendar car, you know, so there's room. They don't work as well. Yep. But yeah, these are some of my better builds, or what's left of the builds. Of course, y'all know the USA 1, which it's going to have a sister truck coming up to go with it, and the 48 Plymouth, which I need to get another Plymouth for. This car has a beautiful paint job. Beautiful, beautiful paint job on it. Look at that beautiful paint job. Yep. That's a die cast, and that is back there too as well. But and you know the petty car sitting up here, the one I've been fiddling with. But there you go, guys. Got me a case. I recommend if you guys got a bunch, like some people don't care, like Atomic Dog, he is more than happy to set his stuff on a shelf out in the open. That's how he likes it, and he digs it, and he's fine with that, and I'm fine with that too. And if you're fine with that, cool. Don't go spend the money, because this was a bit of money. But you know, if you got some builds, I recommend doing it. Check all your furniture stores. There's a lot of furniture stores, secondhand furniture stores that has things like this. It is very affordable, very affordable. And the way LED lights are, and how cheap they are these days, you can get whatever you want to make it work right. You know, so cool. So all right, guys, I'm gonna get ready for dinner and figure out what we're gonna do. So thank you guys very much for my small little entry here today, and I'm glad that you guys liked the vintage models and everything else that I showed you, and I hope I inspired you guys to go get something like that yourself. And if you do, post it, you know, post it, and you too, B&G Customs, post your case. If you've got a cool model case, post it, guys. Let's see your case. Let's see your case, guys. So I'm Little Joe from Back Bay Scale Customs. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I will catch you guys later. Take it easy. Bye-bye.